Hey, Mike Mata here again. We're going to talk about how to change some of the widgets and dashboards that we've created and add some more things, widgets, to our dashboard. So we built in our first exercise our first two widgets and dashboard. So we're going to go in and change those so you know how to edit, if you will, what's in there. So our first one, we did top apps by volume, and I did -1 because I had it, and same servers by traffic packets 1. So we're going to go edit those. Simply going into libraries, widget library, we're going to go find servers by traffic packets 1, highlight that, and instead of the chart we're going to change it to a graph. And now you notice you have two options here, by summary, or I can get it by time. And then I can get other options here of graph type. Do I want it lines? Do I want to fill? Do I want plots? Do I want bars? Or do I want thresholds? So for now, we'll come back and change it again if we want. We're just going to do summary, and we're going to do graph type of bars. And we're going to click accept. And we're going to make that same change on, what did we call the other one? Top apps by volume. And again, we had it as a chart, donut chart. We'll change it to a graph. And again, as long as we're under summary, if we go by time, we have all those same options. We're just going to go ahead and keep it summary for the time being, and a bar graph. And we say accept. And then we go back to my dashboards and we click on our application dashboard, and now you notice it's a little different. It's bar graphs, and it's kind of all stacked up and messed up there. So I like to click these little arrows, move them over, and it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, now let's briefly talk about some filters. Let's say we wanted to just focus on a specific application, HTTP for instance. You notice there's this little box up here. I can type in HTTP and it will bring up what are some of the filter things that I can use. And HTTP on its own is not a valid string, but app HTTP is, so I can select that, hit go, and it now focuses strictly on HTTP. So now I've changed my reporting to looking at everything to now just focusing on HTTP. And then once again, the servers that are hosting HTTP. So we can see that broken out, or we can drag that little arrow over, click the arrow, and it gives us the IP addresses that we're talking to HTTP wise. Okay, let's continue and add a couple of more things to our dashboard. So we're on our application dashboard. We're going to go to the libraries. We're going to go to the dashboard library. We're going to click on application dashboard. And again, this is what we've now done. We're going to add a row. And we'll do a double. Let's see, where's our double? Split in half. And you notice it puts it below. We could click the arrow here and put it on top and add new things on top. For now, we'll go ahead and leave it below. And now I'm going to use a couple of widgets that come with the analyzer. So you notice under system widgets, there are things that we can use. And I'm going to go ahead and add my top IP senders and my top IP receivers. Okay, and I'm going to click accept. And now we've just changed the information that's in our dashboard. So now we can click on application dashboard and validate. So now we should be seeing our top apps by volume in a bar graph. Same with packets, IP senders, and receivers. So now if I go back to my dashboards, click on application dashboard, you notice now I have 4. And again, if I click the little arrows to move them over so that it makes it a little easier to see, I think there is our new dashboard. Once again, we can filter. So we can type in HTTP and it'll tell us, yeah, let's use app HTTP. Go, and that now filters everything to HTTP. And now you notice I have, everything by HTTP. I can even focus on a specific IP address at this point. So I could say, well, let's just see what IP 192.168.1.150. So I want to focus strictly on that particular device. And you notice now everything has changed to just give me the information about that one particular device, how much data it has sent and how much data it has received over the last 12 hours. Now you notice some of the things here went away because obviously it's not a server. So that means we're looking at just a client, but we are looking at HTTP. And again, that little blue funnel there tells us this information is filtered. So I can show the filter as well. When I click on that little funnel, you notice it now opens up this little toolbar, I guess, at the top that shows what my filters are. I have a filter for app HTTP, and I also have a filter for the IP address that I've just created. I can remove one of those filters or both of those filters. So if I just take off the address filter, it gives me back everything that's HTTP and the servers that we're talking to. And if I remove the app filter there, so now I've got everything back. Okay, so we've just created added some widgets, system widgets. Again, those are widgets that were included as part of the software Apex from Network Instruments. We can go in and add more widgets to our dashboard simply by going into our dashboard library, application dashboard, and we can add, first we need to add a row, and we'll do a single row, and you notice again that's at the bottom here. And the widget that we want to use is going to be a system widget. And we're going to look at traffic volume by time as well. So we're going to add that one and click accept. And so now we've added a couple more widgets to our application dashboard. We go back to my dashboard and take a quick peek. And here we go. We've got the things that we've looked at previously. But here at the bottom of the screen, again, you notice now we have traffic volume by time. So let's see if I can make that so you can see that easier. So there's our traffic volume by time. That's now added at the bottom. And as we slide over to the right, it gives us pretty much the entire day. So we see the traffic, both bytes TX and RX over time. Okay, so there is the second step in adding information, widgets, to our dashboard. You notice I have several: health performance, server performance. I've got my little network health exercise, an application overview, which is basically the same thing that we just built here, except I've got applications by average response time. So we could even go in and change if we wanted that in our application dashboard instead of servers by traffic. We could go in and change out the widget. So I hope that was beneficial to you, and look forward to our next one where we will continue adding things to our dashboard. Thanks.